everybody! Welcome to Gospel Piano Lessons for Beginners. This is Year 2, Lesson 42, and tonight we are going to continue working in the key of D flat, doing walk-ups and walk-downs. Now tonight I have something special for you. Normally we've been doing walk-ups and walk-downs in all of these keys in 4/4 time. Tonight I have a song that's in 3/4 time, so we can practice that as well, and a song in 4/4 time. We're going to be doing Anchored in Jesus, and we're also going to be doing Why Me, which was sung by CeCe Winans, I believe. Someone had requested that one. So we're going to talk about both of those songs in our lesson tonight. If you haven't done so already, be sure to head on over to the website, thegospelmethod.com. Download your free PDF for tonight. It's under the free resources tab. You can see here Year 2, Lesson 42. You can create a free account, download anything in here. There's tons and tons and tons. I think we're up to almost 100 free lessons as well as the handouts. So you can go over there, grab that for free, and follow along with our PDF tonight. So we're going to jump right in. If you're watching with us live, you can talk in the chat. You can type something in. Your name will pop up. If you have any questions as we go through, go ahead. I know you guys have been pretty quiet lately. I think you're just taking it all in. But if you do have a question, put that in the chat. And if you're watching on the replay, of course, you can put it in the comments. And I will see that every day when I go in and check that. All right, so let's jump right in tonight. We have walk-ups and walk-downs in the key of D flat. I see Jay Marie and Marilyn are already here. Hello, ladies. Welcome. So we're going to review our D flat major scale. So D flat, E flat, F, G flat, A flat, B flat, C, D flat. And then again, just a review of our chords that we did last week. D flat, E flat minor, F minor, G flat, A flat, B flat minor, C diminished, D flat. And if you need a review on any of that, go back to Year 2, Lesson 41. And we go through step by step, what is the key of D flat? What do all of those chords mean? So tonight we're going to be adding in our left hand. We have 1 4 walk-ups and 1 5 walk-ups. So 2 different kinds of walk-ups and 2 different kinds of walk-downs. We're going to review how to play those, how to add them in, and then we're going to jump right into our songs tonight. All right, so our 1 4 walk-up is the D flat, if you're playing that in your song, and the next chord that you have is G flat. Okay, so if that's what's happening in the song, you could possibly put a walk-up in there. Your right hand is going to play the yellow, D flat slash slash slash, and then down below here we have some different options you can do for your left hand. So the one that's most popular, the one that we usually do here, is left hand option number 1, and you're just going to push the letter D flat, E, F, G flat. Okay, so that would be the regular one that we use most often. But tonight we also need to look at left hand option number 6. This is the 3/4 time. So whenever you have a group of 3, and I'll show you that in the down below in the song, where you have a group of 3 for a walk up, and this should be black. I did make it black. I don't know why it went red again. But anyway, D flat, E flat, and F. So that's if you only have 3 beats, and it would sound like this: D flat, E flat, F, and then G flat. Like that. Now, what's interesting about these ones, the option number 6, is all I'm doing is I'm going up the scale. So if we go back up to the top here, if we want to go from D flat to G flat, we can see here D flat, E flat, F, and there's our G flat chord. So anytime you're doing a walk up in 3/4 time, and it's just a regular, you have 3 beats and it's just a regular old walk up, you can just follow the scale. So G flat going to C, G flat, A flat, B, whatever your combination is, just follow your scale. Okay, so that's where I came up with these ones. And then, of course, we have some subdividing in here. So let's pick one that's got, a little bit funky stuff going on here. How about this one here? We'll do option number 3. So you can see that sometimes the left hand is going to play 2 notes, and the right hand will still just play 1 note, and it's going to sound faster. So that number 3 would sound like this: D flat, dun, 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 dun. Okay, again, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so again, if you need more specific help on how to read this chart, what is a walk-up and all of that, go back to Year 1 and we go in deep, deep detail about walk-ups and walk-downs and all of that. But this is your chart for D flat. Now if we have 5-1, so we have A flat going to D flat, again, we're going to start with A flat, which is the 5th note of our scale, going to the D flat, which is the 1st note of our scale. Okay, so this one, the regular one, left hand option number 1, is going to sound like this. All right, A flat, B, C, D flat. If we wanted to try number 3 with the subdivisions, why is this highlighting everything? There we go. It would sound like this. My right hand stays steady. My left hand is the one that speeds up. And then the one we're going to also use on our second song tonight, we need this one. Excuse me. Option number 6 would be 3 beats. 1, 2, 3, D flat. 1, 2, 3, D flat. Okay? So this chart has 4, obviously, but this would be a D flat right here if you're doing the one with the 3. Okay, so that's our walk-ups for tonight. Hi, Connie. Come on in. And then our walk down, same thing but backwards. Now here, I want to show you guys some interesting theory. You can see here I have some brackets. And it's not to make it confusing. It's actually to make it a little less confusing. But we have, for example, D flat going to A flat. So we're trying to go down. Now you guys know that whenever we have a walk down or a walk up, all you need to do is find your first note, skip one, and go every one after that. Right? Now, as long as you know that this chart does not matter, okay? This is just me writing it down. D flat, B, B flat, A, and A flat. Now, I put here C flat. Why did I do that? It's because normally when we have our walk-ups, let's actually go back up and look at one. See how it goes D, E, E, F, G? We never skip a letter, right? A flat, B, B, C, D flat. We never skip a letter. But if we went D flat, B, our brains are like, what? We can't just skip C. That's the basic way of explaining it. But basically, whenever we're working within scales, sometimes we do need to call a white key by a flat. And it's just to keep the piece of the scale. So again, you don't need to worry too much about the theory, but if you were to, be in a book and you see something like that, that's the reason why they do that. The simple reason is to keep the letters D, C, B, A. We don't want to go D and then B. Okay, we want to keep our scale degrees. We will get in, I think we will. I believe we're going to be doing a scale actually. Yeah, that actually has C flat as a name. And then it'll make a little more sense when we get there. That'll be on our G flat scale. But for now, you can call it B. There's nothing wrong with that. But I just wanted you guys to be aware that this technically would be a C flat so that we can keep our letters in order. Okay, so D flat, C flat. So just C, one to the left, makes it C flat. Okay, so either one, B and C flat are the same thing. B flat, A flat. Okay, so let's try that with the walk down. So D flat, C flat, B flat, A flat. That would be option number 1. Hi, Linda, come on in. Number 3, again, same letters, just adding in our subdivisions. D flat, D flat. And then for the 3-4, which we are going to need, D flat, C, and B flat. Oh no! Oh man, I went back and fixed these later. Hold on, let me double check. That is right. Yeah, sorry, I thought it was C flat. No, that is right. D flat, C, B flat, because we're following the scale, right? On normal walk downs, we always skip that first one, but because we are doing the 3-4-1, it does follow the scale. And if you haven't been practicing your scales, that's a good reminder. Practice your scales. All right, now let's go down to our 4-1 walk down, and you're going to see the same thing where I've called the E F flat, okay? Because we're going to go like this. So we have G flat, this note, which is technically E, right? I have that in bracket, E. But we can call that F flat so that we keep our F. G, F, E, D, right? We want to keep our ABCs in order. We don't want to jump from a G to a E. So G flat, F flat, E flat, D, D flat. Again, if you're playing by ear and you're just doing this to learn how it works, this does not matter whatsoever. But those of you who enjoy the theory and enjoy the scales and all of that stuff, we can call that F flat instead of E. G flat. Okay, so let's try that. Let's go up here on G flat, F flat, E flat, D, D flat. All right. If we try option 3. Okay, and then option 6, which is our 3/4 time, which we are going to be using tonight. G, F, E, and then going to the D flat. All right. So let's get into some songs tonight. We're going to be starting with Anchored in Jesus. We actually had done this one last week, and as I was playing it for you, I realized that there was so many walk-ups and walk-downs. I said, let's do it again, and this time we'll just add in all of our doodads. So we can see there's lots of colors in this, the yellow being walk-ups, the orange being walk-downs, and we also have this E walk-up, which is kind of cool. So this one, I showed you guys last week, but in case you're just joining us, it sounds like this. Upon life's boundless oceans where mighty billows roll, I fixed my hope in Jesus, blessed anchored to my soul. When trials fierce assail me as storms are gathering o'er, I rest upon his mercy and trust him more. Oh, I'm anchored in Jesus, the storms of life I'll brave. I've anchored in Jesus, I fear no wind or wave. I've anchored in Jesus, for he hath power to save. I've anchored to the rock of ages. Alright, so that is the full version. That's the intermediate version, which will be over on the premium very, very soon. Oh, God willing, it'll be up by the end of August. That'll be live for you guys to get into that second membership area. But we're going to do it a little simpler. You can see I had my left hand was moving the whole song up on our page here. We just have our walk-ups and walk-downs, so don't panic. We're going to do that step by step. I'm going to show you every single note. And then for those of you who are interested, you can go over to the website. Again, this is going to be going live hopefully by the end of August. On the home page, you can see it's not here yet, but there will be a tab for it. But it's going to be the premium membership, okay? And that's going to be a small monthly fee where you can go in and get access to the library. There's going to be songs in all 12 keys. We're going to have songs like this, the Anchored in Jesus that we're doing tonight. The intermediate versions of that will be up in that premium membership, as well as video lessons to go along with it, just to take it to a next level. And then it's going to be very, very reasonably priced. It's going to be much lower than what you usually find online for premium memberships of this type. Okay, so we're going to make it really affordable for you guys. All right, so that's the intermediate version, but we're going to go through really slow and just go through the verse and the chorus, okay? So we're starting with a walk up right on verse 1. Okay, so we're going to start with upon life's this ocean. We can do option 1. So D flat, E flat, D flat, E, and F. Upon life's boundless ocean. Okay, we could do that. That would be option 1. For this one, I would actually recommend number 3 or 5? I'm going to option 5. Okay, so this way we get our subdivisions. So we just stay on D flat for a while and then just do our quick walk up. Okay, so for this one, I'm going to be using option 5. It's going to sound really nice, because we do have some short ones and some long ones, so we don't want the long ones to sound draggy. So we're going to use option 5. So upon life's boundless ocean where, you can see how it fills it out. And then when we get to the G flat, mighty billows, you can hear it matches all the syllables of my voice. Mighty billows. Okay, so G flat, F flat, or E, G flat, F flat, E flat, and D. Mighty billows roll, and then just normal. I fixed my hope in Jesus, blessed. Now we have E flat. E flat is not up on our chart, but we can still follow the rules. I'm going to start with E flat, skip the first note, and then go up in order. E flat, F, G flat, G, anchor. Anchor of my soul. Okay? Anchor of my soul. E flat, F, G flat, G. And then down to the trials. When again, use for option 5. When trials fierce assail me. Oops, sorry. We gotta do a walk up, not bounce. Trials fierce assail me as storms are gathering. So again, it's the same as the top there. So D flat, E flat, F, E, F, and then straight down. So G flat, F flat, E flat, D flat. And even though we play this many black keys on all our walk-ups, it just feels more overwhelming because we have flats in the right hand. And I know that, which is why I'm going slow. But it's the same. We're following the same pattern. So we're just skipping one and then walking up, everyone in order. But we're just starting on a black key, okay? When trials fierce assail me as storms are gathering, and then back to normal. I rest upon his mercy and then we've got a short one on A flat. Trust him. Trust him more. So anytime we have these short ones where we only have 2 beats, like this one, this one, this one, you're going to want to go and find these red notes. Okay? So it shows you 2 beats, how to smush in your walk-up in 2 beats. It's in the walk-ups as well, right here. Okay? So that's what I'm doing. I'm just using the same keys as number 1, but I'm smushing it into 2 beats. Okay? So let's go over to our chorus. I've anchored, again, number 5. Anchored in Jesus, and then same thing. It's the same keys as the verse, guys. It's okay. Storms of life, so that's a short one. Brave, I've anchored in Jesus. Again, it's all the same chords. This is awesome. E flat, so E flat, F, or G flat, G, wave. I've anchored in Jesus, anchored in Jesus, for he hath power to save. Same thing. I've anchored to the rock of ages. So verse 1 and the chorus are the same, okay? It's just changing the words. Now, what you could do, just so that it doesn't feel like the walk-ups are fast and then the rest of the song like screeches to a halt, is I would recommend, if you can, use subdivisions for everything. So what I mean by that is if you play a D flat, play 2 of them on your left hand. So 1, 2, slash, slash, slash. Right, our left hand just plays together and then plays an extra one every time, even when there's no walk-ups and walk-downs. So let me do that really slow. Sorry, I keep forgetting to do the walk-ups because I'm trying so hard to do this in slow motion. But we'll do it really slow. Verse 1 in the chorus, I'll do it with subdivision. So that's going to be here, where there is no walk-ups and walk-downs. I'm just doubling my left hand, keeping a rhythm. And then I was talking to someone this week actually about that. That's what your drummer would play, right? So if you don't have a drummer, that's kind of helping create a beat, help keep the rhythm, help it feel like it's moving. Okay, so let's try it from the beginning. Upon life's boundless ocean, where mighty billows roll, I fixed my hope in Jesus, blessed anchor of my soul. When trials fierce assail me as storms are gathering o'er, I rest upon his mercy and trust him more. Go to your chorus. I've anchored in Jesus, the storms of life I'll brave. I've anchored in Jesus, I fear no wind or wave. I've anchored in Jesus, anchored in Jesus, for he hath power to save. I've anchored to the rock of ages. All right, so that's the steady beat. You'll notice every time I start a walk up, I move my hand and I make sure my pinky is on the first note. So at the beginning of the verse, upon, I have my pinky there. And then if I go down to the E, anchor, my pinky is ready, so I have enough space. Okay, so that's one thing if you're wondering about fingering. It's still 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 on all your walk-ups. starting with your pinky. All right, there was something else I was going to show you in this. Maybe it was just the fingering. Okay, let's do it a little bit faster. We'll go through it, and then I've got a 3-4 time song for you. Okay, here we go. Oh, I know what it was. Someone asked me this week, they have a bass player, and they said, should I play this walking bass line now that we have a bass player? That's an excellent question. And the answer is no, you don't have to. The reason I show you guys the walking bass line, it's technically not really a piano thing. Well, it kind of is. But this is what the bass player will play. But a lot of people don't have one. So a lot of churches, it's just the piano player and the drummer. That's usually how it gets started. And then maybe they have an organ or a guitar that joins in. But a lot of people don't have bass players, so that gives you lots of space. And you can see I like to go down, right? And I'm using the bottom of my keyboard. So if you do have a bass player, you don't have to worry about the walking bass line. You can let them do that and bring your hands up closer together, okay? And do one of our other patterns and let them do that, okay? That was just something I thought of. One of the students had asked this week, so I thought I would share that with you guys. Okay, let's put it all together, exactly how it is on the screen, in time. And then we're going to go over to our 3/4 song. I'm really excited about this one. It was a viewer request, one I'd never heard till this week. It's very beautiful. So let's do this one more time. Upon life's boundless ocean. The more you think about it, the harder it is. So just trust your muscle memory. Upon life's boundless ocean where mighty billows roll, I fixed my hope in Jesus, blessed anchor to my soul. When trials fierce assail me as storms are gathering o'er, I rest upon his mercy and trust him more. I've anchored in Jesus, the storms of life I'll brave. I've anchored in Jesus, I fear no wind or wave. I've anchored in Jesus, for he hath power to save. I've anchored to the rock of ages. And then there's another verse, and you can keep going forever. But that's anchored in Jesus. Again, if you want the extended version with all of the walk-ups and turnarounds and all of that stuff, that in intermediate one will be over on the premium membership once that goes live in August, and it'll have a video to go along with it. All right, now let's go down to Why Me. Now this one is also going to be on the premium membership. The lady who had requested it wanted it in C. She's one of my private students, so I have it in C as well over on the premium membership. But tonight we're going to be doing it in D flat, so we can practice our walk-ups. All right, so shout out to Miss Joyce for showing me the song. It's beautiful. The one I saw was CeCe Winans was singing it. I believe someone else had written it, but there's a YouTube video of it online. It's a very beautiful song. And it is a little bit low. I wanted to do it in D flat so you guys could try it. In the actual video, I think she's playing in G flat. So depending on your voice, this might be a little bit low, but it's beautiful. So it sounds like this. Why me, Lord? What have I ever done to deserve even one of the pleasures I've known? Tell me, Lord, what did I ever do that was worth loving you, or the kindness you've shown? Lord, help me, Jesus, I've wasted it, so help me, Jesus, I know what I am. Now that I know that I needed you, so help me, Jesus, my soul's in your hands. So, very beautiful song and simple on the keys, okay? Jay Mary says, I listened to the song for the first time and I agree, it's so pretty. It's so nice. And she usually doesn't sing country songs. This is kind of a country style. Very nice. So you can see here the walk-ups are really straightforward. 3/4 time. Okay, so we don't have to worry about any subdivisions. We don't have to worry about any notes that don't live in the scale. We're just walking up our scale. D flat, E flat, F, G. Remember, at the top of our lesson tonight, we talked about the D flat major scale. And you can also go and find, we haven't done this much, so just remember it's left hand option number 6, 3/4 time. These are the ones you're going to need to use for this song on the walk-ups and the walk-downs. Okay? So let's go through really slow. Verse 1. So right hand, you're just going to play your chord. Really simple. You don't need to add too much to this one. It's great. Why me, Lord, what have? And then we're going to go D flat, E flat, F. I ever, really simple, up to G flat, done, to deserve even one. And then here, we're walking down our scale. So you saw, I do this, and I don't really notice it, so I'm trying to pay attention for you guys. But I was here. I just finished my walk up, and I went back to D flat. And then when I knew I was doing my walk down, I moved my thumb, and I just swapped them. This little flick thing. I do it without thinking. So, because I know there's a walk-up coming and I need my fingers. Okay, so that's right here. On the word 1, you're using your 4th finger because you've come back down, or maybe even finger 5. I'm on 4. And then so when I get here, I just make sure before I hit there, I flick it over so I'm ready to walk down. Okay, so let's try that again. Why me, Lord? So I'm starting on 4. What have I ever done to deserve even one? So right here, anywhere in here before I hit pleasures, I'm switching. Of the pleasures I've known. And then I can walk up again on my 4. Tell me, Lord. Now flick it again, but backwards. So on these walk-ups, we need to start with finger 4. Because we only have 4 notes. We don't need finger 5, okay? So tell me, Lord. And I have a walk up. So somewhere in here, okay, in these slashes somewhere, my left hand's just holding it. I'm just flicking it over so my ring finger is ready on that D flat. Tell me, Lord. Switch. What did I ever do that was worth loving you? Switch. So this one, we're going to kind of flick over so that our ring finger, or our 4th finger, can go on the A flat. So worth loving you, switch, which frees up finger 4 to go to the A flat. Or the kindness you've shown. So that's something you can try with this one, is the finger switch. Okay, so let's try that again. Why me, Lord? Finger 4. What have I ever done to deserve even one? Switch. Of the pleasures I've known. Tell me, Lord. Switch. What did I ever do that was worth loving you? Switch. Or the kindness you've shown. Okay, and now we're going to go up to the chorus. Now we're on here. Got to switch it quick because we're going to walk up on the D flat. Da, da, da. Lord, help me, Jesus, I've wasted it. Switch. So put my thumb. So help me, Jesus, I know what I am. Switch it to your finger 4. Up you go. Now that I know that I need it, switch to your thumb. So help me, Jesus, my soul's in your hands. Okay, so I think the switch is right here and right here. Okay, so between the 4 and the 1. So on our 4/4 time, we're always making sure to land all our walk-ups start with our pinky, right? Because we have 5 notes to get there. But on our 3/4 time, 1, 2, 3, 4, we'll need 4. It's much more comfortable to do it that way. Okay, so let's try that again. Lord, chorus, nice and slow. Lord, help me, Jesus, I've wasted. Move to your thumb. So help me, Jesus, I know what I am. Move over to finger 4. Now that I know that I need it, move to your thumb. So help me, Jesus, my soul's in your hands. Okay, Sue says, we used to sing this song. Lovely. That's very nice. Okay, let's try putting it together. Now, all I'm going to add in is the bounce on the left hand. So on a group of 3, you're going to go 1, 2, 3, bounce. So 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3. Okay, so we're imagining a little plus sign right here. Okay, and then it'd be like right here. It'd be one right here. And if you're unfamiliar with the bounces, go back to year 1 lesson 18. And you can go through and learn about these bounces. But all we're doing is 1, 2, 3, bounce. Okay, and doing it again. Now, one thing, I don't want to get too much into the theory, but one thing you'll notice is the bounces feel a little different on 3/4. So it normally would go 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1. And it's very like, with a 4/4 song, we would go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. And it's very, they're all the same. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And they're exactly the same. With 3/4 songs, what you'll notice with gospel songs especially, is sometimes it'll sound like it's not quite even. So go 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1. It's almost like it's like late. Okay, but that's normal. And there's a theory reason behind it. We do talk about that in the premium videos with subdivisions and how they work and the theory behind it. But just so you know, if you're like, why does it feel like she's always late on the 3/4? That's why. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3. So it's like just a little bit later than we would normally do it. So it sounds like this. Why me, Lord, what have I ever done to deserve even one of the pleasures I've known? Tell me, Lord, what did I ever do that was worth loving you, or the kindness you've shown? Lord, help me, Jesus, I've wasted it, so help me, Jesus, I know what I am. Now that I know that I needed you, so help me, Jesus, my soul's in your hands. And then I have that walk up in case you want to go back. Lord, help. So this yellow here, that's if you're repeating the chorus, because we're going back to the G flat, okay? That one's so simple. Just do your walk-ups, add in the bounce if you want, and you are done, okay? That is a simple, beautiful song. As soon as I played it, when Joyce had requested it, I went and listened. I thought, that's perfect for Friday. So I wrote it out for you guys in D flat. Like I said, this is also on the premium membership once that goes live next month. It will be in the key of C as well, potentially all 12 keys by that point. We'll see how we're doing. And again, if you don't know what that is, it's going to be over on our website under the premium membership. So all of the stuff that you guys are doing right now is the free membership. You can go up to free resources and download everything you want free of charge. And then there's going to be one that says premium. That'll be popping up in the next month or so. That'll have extra video lessons, intermediate handouts, how to change keys. It'll have a library of all 12 keys with lots of songs. So shout out to our friend Jay Marie. Yay! I think she's watching tonight. She has been working, and a couple of other ladies have been helping me as well with the library, practicing their transposing skills and making those documents for you. The other thing that you can find on our website, if you haven't seen this yet, is book a lesson. This is lessons with me on Zoom. Okay, so these are month-to-month lessons, no long-term commitment. You can come in, get some feedback on your playing. You can do what we do on the live. You can bring your own songs if you like. Fill this out. I will give you a call personally, and we can see if there's a time that would work for you to set up a Zoom lesson with me during the week. I do have a promotion happening right now. If you do want to try it out, you get one class for free. You don't need to register. You can come see if it's a good fit for you, and then you can try the month-to-month lessons. So that's it for tonight. I kept it really simple. I'm trying to, as we get up through the circle of fifths, so the more flats, the more black keys that get added, I do try to pick simple songs so that, no one's panicking. You can really focus on your scales. I know just seeing all the black keys can be overwhelming. So if you have any questions, put them in the chat, put them in the comments. Enjoy those beautiful songs. And next week, we're going to be doing 7th chords in the key of D flat. So have a wonderful night, everyone, and hope you guys are staying cool, and we will see you guys next week. J. Marie says, send me, and I'll add. She says, send me this one, and I'll add it to it. All right, I will. Have a good night, everyone. Bye-bye.